Good morning. We've woken up, sun is rising, and we're just beginning to get ready now. Nothing much more to do, we just need to pack up now. Yesterday, I filled up the water jerry cans, so 20 litre in there, 10 litre in there. This is an extra 10 litre, but that was damaged when we had the incident in France. So I'll see if I can fix that in Morocco. If not, it's fine. But we'll get drinking water when we get to Morocco. We'll get those 5 litre bottles when we get two of them inside the car to drink. And we'll cook and shower with these ones. But I'm just going to check the oil, engine oil and water levels in the engine bay to make sure everything is fine. I did the axles in San Sebastian, so let's do this. Right, that has been topped up. This is still full. I'll just show you, just indicate that. You can see it's still full pretty much to the brim because I had the car serviced 4 weeks ago before we left. I checked the engine oil level, still pretty much very full. I topped this up, so everything is where it should be. Nothing else needs to be done here. It's now just a case of shutting the bonnet down, packing up the roof tent and other bits, and then setting off.
We've just set off from Seville about half an hour ago, and we're driving to the port at Tarifa to get the ferry across to Tangier. We need to be there by 1 o'clock, but we only need to check in about an hour and a half before. And so far, it's a nice drive. This part of the drive, it's got loads of trees lining the road, so it's a little bit more shaded, and we're still not at the high heat of the day. So far, so good.
We made it to Tarifa port, and now we're just waiting to board the ferry. It was an interesting drive down, a lot of bendy roads, and because of the extra water jerry can on the car, you can feel the weight on the right hand side, particularly on the roundabouts. But I drove gently, carefully, slowly, and we're here now. So just waiting to get on the ferry, and then an hour later we should be in Morocco. That is huge.
Going into the ferry. Be careful not to knock those people over. I don't know how this ferry is even going to hold the weight of this many cars. It seems fairly impossible.
That's at least a dickhead. Didn't need to do that. See? We were excited to finally get on the ferry. We packed up the Defender in the lower deck, made our way upstairs to sit down. There wasn't really much to see, but it was nice to finally be on the sea, and we had a smooth ride from Tarifa to Tangier. It was a short ride for about 50 minutes, and soon we could see Morocco in the distance. We've cleared some immigration, but this is before we enter the actual country. Some cars have been stopped and searched. Ours might as well. We don't know yet, but we'll see. Yes, so we are now in Morocco. We are still in the port area, and it was a mission getting through. So we basically, on the ferry, there was what do you call them, the immigration people on the ferry. So we went through that. We thought we'd done everything we needed to do, and then we got to the exit over there, which you can see over there. And as we were going through, we realized that there was a small slip we needed for the actual car, which we didn't know we needed to do. So the guy in charge, he then basically made a huge issue out of it. He spoke English, but he didn't speak English to us until the end, when it got to what he wanted. So he just acted as though he didn't speak English. He was speaking in French and Arabic. And then eventually I got the car behind me. I asked if the guy could speak English. He said yes, so he got to translate for me and told me what it was we were missing. So we got to turn the entire car around. We went to park it in a special place, and then he asked me to go somewhere else to get the paper. And then after I got the paper, they then did a thorough search of the car, didn't they?
Yeah, very thorough. They made us open the tent.
Okay, Anna is very tired, so I'll do the talking.
Yeah.
So we opened the tent, opened the car, they checked the fridge and freezer. They asked how many wines we had in the car. I opened up the entire tent, they checked everything, he got up, he checked there, he said, "Do we sleep in there?" I'm like, yes, we definitely sleep in there. He searched through the fridge thoroughly, he searched through our dirty clothes, he did everything. He checked the portable toilet, asked if it was fine. I said yes, it's fine. And then he began to mention whiskey, if we had whiskey. I was like, no, we don't have whiskey. And then he just kept bothering us, really. It was just, he was doing his job, but you could tell he wanted something. So eventually I was like, I asked Anna if Anna could give me €5 to give to him. But before then, he then went to bring his friend, and his friend came over and he showed his friend the red wine. Anna's a precious red wine from France.
Yeah, the one that I spent €25 on. There was one in there that was €9, but you seemed to like the one that was €25 instead. We'll only have to go back to that vineyard to get it again.
Yeah, excuse me, I'm about to sneeze. Yes, so Anna isn't so happy. Her precious wine has been taken off her by immigration. Not taken off her, we gave it to them.
And have only had a nectarine to eat all day, and it's 3:00, so I'm just getting a little bit pissed off, really.
Yeah, there you go. First-hand information. Anna is getting pissed off, so we need to head off to go eat now. But we did that. I cleared the car. We gave them wine. We eventually went through that, and we then went to get a SIM card. So we've got a SIM card for our phone. We got a separate phone, and we bought a SIM card on that phone, and we're both gonna tether off that phone. And it costs about what 30 euros for 60 gigabytes, which is quite good. If we're to use our UK SIM card, they were going to charge us £35 for 45 megabytes, but we got 60 gigabytes for 30 euros. So if you're coming here, better off getting the local SIM card than using your own country SIM card. And then after that, they went to get insurance. Insurance ranges from 5 days, 10 days to 2 weeks and a month. Because we're here for just over 2 weeks, 5 days, 10 days and a month and then up. Because we're here for just over 2 weeks, I got a month insurance, which was about 95 euros. So we've got insurance, we've got the paper for the car, we've got internet. So now we're going to go find somewhere to eat and then make our way to our campsite, which is about 2 hours away from here. But we're not in a hurry, we're just going to enjoy the journey, and we'll let you know how we get on. Ciao. We were glad to have our first meal in Morocco, and of course, I know when to stop recording. We are at Chefchaouen, which is known as the Blue City. We're currently at a campsite here, and we arrived not too long ago. The journey was relatively straightforward. It's actually, the distance isn't really that long. However, there are so many roundabouts. So distance is short, but driving is slow. Therefore, it takes longer. That is how I would sum up driving in Morocco so far, just based on, 2.5 hours driving. So, well, we are now here. Anna's going to change. We're going to go out and explore the city because we didn't leave tonight. We'd leave tomorrow rather for Fez. So, yeah, I mean, one thing is coming up to Chefchaouen and to this campsite, it's really, really up the hill. Show you again. We're literally overlooking the city right now. The last turning to come up this campsite, it was the steepest hill I've driven on, and to sneeze, sorry. That's me. That's me, that was heavy. Excuse me. Very, very steep hill. But I thought I could go up it in gear 2. No, it wouldn't let me. I had to roll back down and then go up slowly in gear 1. So just be careful how you take your hills in Chefchaouen area. But we're here now. We're going to go explore and we'll show you what we find. This is the Blue City. This is why we came here. It's Chefchaouen. It's about 15 minutes walk from the campsite. It just looks so beautiful. Imagine that in the sun, in sunset. Beautiful. As we were in Chefchaouen for just one night, we chose to only explore the Medina, which also happens to be closer to our campsite, unlike the city. There's an orange production over there, orange juice production happening there.
Oh babe, dat is een fontein. Dat is wat daar.
We've just had dinner. It was delicious. Apologies I didn't show you that. We're now just exploring a bit more. Oh, you're right, love? Stumbling stone, stumbling block. It's a call for prayer happening now. It is incredibly beautiful. Should we head back up, love?
Ja.
We're gonna head back to the campsite now. Good morning, people. This really has been camping in the clouds. It's so high up. You can see even in the far distance the village lower than we are. You can see the clouds just above them. And I looked up where we are. You can't quite see properly even here closer. The clouds are just above the village beneath us. Yeah, I looked up the elevation. We are 564 meters above sea level here. It's literally the highest I think we could probably go here in terms of staying somewhere. And that's the mountain up there. That's the highest point, I think. And it's just incredible. But we couldn't really enjoy it. We couldn't enjoy it as much as we'd hoped for. There was a rave going on in this building down there last night. It was terrible. They were playing incredible. I mean, the music, it's Arabic music, it's great, right? That's fine. But it was just so loud, and it continued until 6 a.m. This morning. And some from the campsite, I'd gone to ask them to turn it down, and they turned it down for 30 minutes, and they turned it back up for about a couple more hours. It was terrible. It was just so loud. No, I don't know how people were able to sleep. I mean, I slept actually, and I couldn't sleep. It was very, very loud. Initially, when it started last night, I thought, oh, this is great. It's a nice, lively thing. Let's do it. Hopefully, it would stop around 11 p.m. 6 a.m. It was still going on. Anyway, I think people are probably sleeping more so now than a couple of hours ago. But we are going to pack up now, and then we're gonna make our way to Fez That's our next stop. The car is fine, it's set. The drive up the hill yesterday was terrible. I don't want to do it again, but we'll be going downhill today anyway, so I think we're good. Just a quick walk around the campsite just to show you what we've got. Nothing major, just mostly camper vans and things like that, and ground tents. Quite a few VW camper vans. Excuse me. Hola. That's the bathroom over there. And just a lot of ground tents. It's more quiet over here. Maybe we should have stayed. We should have stayed around here. You basically get here and you can go and camp anywhere you want to camp. You can choose your location. I feel like some of these people probably live here. Yeah. And there's a road behind these walls. Yes, there is. And this is the one thing I think people don't often show you when you do these camping. I think they always glorify the experience, and it's a road trip. It's incredible. It's amazing. I think you got to understand that whilst it's amazing, traveling around the world, driving, experiencing things, and you should do it. But you've got to be ready to give up some of your comforts, your life comforts, because we live in London, and we have a relatively good standard of living there, the amenities and things. But when you come to places like this, I just want to show this so people know what happens. This is where you sort of wash up, brush your teeth and stuff. And, that's the toilet. It's not bad, but this is what you get. It's a shared sex. That one is not great. But I'm just showing you the other side of it. It's not all incredible, amazing. The bathroom is, suspect in a way. That's the bathroom. It's shared. This is a warm shower. Everything else is closed shower, and there's no light. There's only light here and here, and that's it. No more lights. So this is what you get, and it's worth just knowing what it really feels like. If you want to brush and stuff, this is relatively clean. You can brush here. You've got a mirror over there. That's it. That's it, really. Anyway, let's stop for now. We have gotten ready, and now we're about to set off to Fez, which is our next location. We're just looking up the address of the campsite in Fez, and then from Fez we'll take it from there. See you on the other side. Hello people, so we've stopped about halfway through to get something to eat. It's just a simple sort of Fanta and the local bread. We've got butter and jam in the fridge, and some spread we could have with it. Just something simple for now. We're trying to be more cautious where we eat to start with until we're acclimatized properly. And I went to the toilet, and now she's back. So we're just gonna have this quickly, and then once we get somewhere more central, we can then eat properly. So that's the plan for now. So we made it to our campsite in Fez. Here it is. Well, this is just the outside bit really. It's quite central, which is good. We can get things, we need to eat properly. We've not eaten properly yet. The car was fine. It was a 4-hour drive. We did it in about 5 hours, 20 minutes. We stopped twice, well 3 times. We had a 10-minute stopover with the police. They sort of questioned us, asked for my license, passport, the car documents, everything, asked lots of questions. Walked around the car. In the end, I worked outside, spoke to them. They were like, hey, I was like, hey, what up? Yeah, London, yes. We shook hands and they let us go. So we're back on our way, and it's about 39 degrees here, which isn't too bad. Seville was the hottest, but we're here now. So Anna is in there registering us. Once all done, we'll get set and we'll go find a spot to camp in for today. It's quite central, so that's good. Anyway, we'll catch you later. Morning, people. We've had a good time in Fez, even though we just stayed in a campsite. We didn't really go anywhere. But that's because Fez is meant to be a one-night stop to our main destination in the desert. So we're about to leave now. And where are we going now?
We're heading to Errachidia.
There you go. We're heading there, and then that's to say one-night stop to the main destination, which is Mazuga or Maguza.
Mazuga.
There you go, Mazuga. So Mazuga is the main destination. It's so far away. It's literally just almost at the border. So, and it's so we've got to take a few stops to get there. Today's drive is about 5 hours drive, so we're gonna do it in bits. We're gonna stop here and there.
I mean, initially we were going to stay in Fez 2 nights and go and do the city and go to the Medina and stuff, but that would have meant that we were doing like a 7-8 hour drive, which now we've started driving, we've realised that that wouldn't be possible, or it'd just be disgusting. And I think we could have gone into the Medina last night or this morning, but we're going to get more of that kind of vibe other places, and after the last couple of nights we just needed a night to chill and get a good night's sleep. Otherwise I might have had a meltdown and got a flight home.
But we're doing good. So that's that, and I think that's why I love this sort of road trip where we've left enough flexibility in it to move things around, and and I think that's people should do that. People shouldn't plan things sort of rigidly, and we're adapting it, you know, as we go along, and it's working for us. Okay, well, we're gonna get on the road, and we'll let you know how we get on. We actually really enjoyed watching the changing landscapes from Fez, which had more greenery, to Errachidia, which was more desert-like.
Got a bit of rain in the desert. It's just a little bit. Not a lot, baby girl, just a little bit.
Little did we know there would be a dust storm ahead of us, which brought us to a standstill. We couldn't record everything because we had to focus on getting out of it. However, it eventually cleared and we continued on our journey to Errachidia. I checked the Defender over once we got to the hotel. Everything was fine, nothing was broken. We were glad to get to the hotel safely. You can see how much dust there is on the car from the dust storm. I think I might have been bumped by someone during the storm, so I went to the back of the car to check. I reckon maybe they hit the tire instead, But the car was fine. Nothing was broken at all, except the following day when I did an assessment. But otherwise, pleased and happy to be there safely. We got up early the following morning to watch the sunrise over the hills and to explore that dried riverbed, which I don't think we were meant to go to, but you only live once, and we enjoyed watching it. I've been doing some checks before we leave this morning, just making sure things are where they should be. There are no loose bolts or anything. Check the engine oil, all the oils under there. Everything looks fine. I've checked the awning. It's still safely attached where it should be. On top, everything looks fine. That probably needs cleaning a bit so it can get better sunlight. That's the solar panel. Then I came to the back and I spotted the rear mud flap. I can't explain what happened. Ouch, just hit my head on this. That hurts. Anyway, and I reckoned maybe this got caught up under here, over there, during the wind sand thing yesterday. That's a possibility, and you can see a scratch here. Anyway, otherwise everything looks fine under there. We're gonna get ready and head off to the desert now.
Hello, people.
Okay, there we go. That's what you need to hear. Right, we're ready to set off to we're going to the desert now, aren't we?
I look like a right idiot.
You look like a Glastonbury, rock star. So we're going to the desert now. I think we'll probably have to air down the tires, which I'm very excited about. Looking forward to doing that, because there's a paved road. There's a paved road to somewhere, and then it's pretty much desert. Yeah, driving from there for about 2 kilometers. So I'm very excited about doing that. It's about 2.5 hours journey. We'll just do the whole journey in one go, and then we'll show you when we get there.
We'll probably have a nap when we get there, because even though it is much cooler where we are in the night, we probably would have been better camping, because the room that we stayed in was literally like a sauna. It was like 38-40 degrees and was just like still air. I woke up and I was like absolutely soaking wet. Well, my hair's gone curly because it's been wet in the night.
Yeah, and they do have air condition, but I turned it off yesterday because I don't like too much air conditioning. It gives me cold, and we couldn't figure out how to turn it back on. So we ended up baking ourselves last night.
We did.
Anyway, that's enough info for now.
And you were snoring as well.
There you go. I was snoring. That's a good place to end this. See you later.
End it.
End it.